To change the controversy, change the question. In July 2003, Joseph C. Wilson, a former U.S. ambassador, wrote a New York Times article casting serious doubt on President Bush's claim that Saddam Hussein had been seeking uranium in Niger. This posed the question, why did we go to war in Iraq? A week later, a Washington Post columnist disclosed, on the basis of confidential briefings, that Wilson's wife, Valerie Plame, was a CIA operative. Suddenly the question changed to, who is this man married to, and what is the couple's agenda? As a distraction, it worked a treat. Plame's career in intelligence lay in ruins, and Wilson's revelation about the limitations of Saddam's WMD program was lost in a Washington soap opera. Compare the behavior of Damian Green's allies in the past 3 days. On November 1, the writer and critic Kate Maltby reported that he had made sexual advances towards her in 2015 and 2016. 4 days later, the Sunday Times reported that police had found pornography on a computer seized from Green's parliamentary office in 2008. On Friday, in a BBC exclusive on the Today programme, Neil Lewis, a former Scotland Yard detective, declared that he had absolutely no doubt whatsoever, after forensic analysis of the machine, that Green had accessed thousands of pornographic images. The first Secretary of State strongly denies all the allegations, which are now under investigation by Sue Gray, the Cabinet Office's head of propriety and ethics. As her title suggests, her job is to establish whether Green behaved appropriately and in a manner befitting the de facto Deputy Prime Minister. Since Friday, however, his senior supporters have tried, with some success, to change the question. What they now ask, with the cold fury of Tories clutching Magna Carta, is whether the police are conducting a vendetta against Green, disclosing private information and politicizing law enforcement. Wrists have already been slapped, and you can bet that further investigations will be mounted in the long-running feud between the embattled cabinet minister and the police. But let us not be so easily swayed by the studied outrage of the Green camp. It is perfectly possible that certain former coppers do not like him very much, but that what they have alleged is also completely true. On the question of Green's allegedly epic consumption of porn, I imagine that if this is proved, most people will be wondering why an MP can get away with behavior for which almost every employee in the land would be sacked. To put it crudely, does parliamentary privilege extend to the wrist? And if so, why? What really matters, though, is that we do not lose sight of the broader picture. Gray has a formidable task. It is not her job to say whether or not MPs should watch smut in their offices. That unenviable responsibility is borne by Catherine Hudson, the Parliamentary Commissioner for Standards, who oversees the rules, and recommends action to the Commons Committee on Standards in Public Life.